right down this way here. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We are jumping in here with a detective episode tonight. We are going to be checking out Night Yield's County Murders plugin. I want to take a look at this call out pack and see what it's all about. The reviews and the comments so far have been very promising, and I wanted to do a detective episode. We haven't done one of these before, so it should be interesting, kind of outside of my wheelhouse, so we'll kind of figure it out as we go. Let's take a look at the charger that we're going to be using tonight. I have it set up with flat black. We have an invert pattern just like we always do. I prefer starting at stage 3 and working my way back down. You can see the lighting pattern here. Stage 3, stage 2, front, visor, just some TAs, and then just your TAs for stage 1. So we're going to jump into it here. We'll be taking calls from that call out pack. We do have ambient events installed, so we have epic events and rich ambience installed, so if we happen upon a scene, we can run that and work that as well, in between our call outs. So it won't be just investigative in this episode. There may be some random stuff that's going on, but we're not going to be doing routine traffic stops. We'll let dispatch know that we are ready to get into it here. Dispatch, Lincoln 412.
Lincoln 412. Go ahead.
Show me 10-8. Alright guys, so we're going to get some routine paperwork done while we're, on patrol here. Old court cases that we need to clean out.
Units reporting possible 148 in Sandy Shores. Shots fired. All units respond. Code 99 emergency.
Alright, so we will be taking this call since there's shots fired. It's coming right down this way here. Dispatch, show me in pursuit.
Wheels up and en route. Dispatch, we got eyes on the target. Moving to engage. Suspect is moving south. Dispatch, we got a visual on the perp. In pursuit.
Put your hands up. Man, that escalated so fast, but they got him stopped really quickly.
Attention all units. Suspect in custody.
All right, looks like they're pretty much got the situation under control. We can kind of clean up the or clear up the vehicle. Looks like they have everyone out.
What did you think was gonna happen?
Dispatch, show me on scene.
Attention all units. Suspect apprehended. Roger, 10-23.
Good handheld here. I'm gonna go ahead and stop traffic. This is a pretty crazy scene. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, this looks like this guy was the driver. All right, sir, do you have anything on you that's gonna poke, stick, or harm me in any way? Anything illegal? He's got some needle marks on him. Yeah, I'm gonna search you here. Brown powder, pistol, a pipe with tan powder residue, a Jonathan Huckley. Dispatch, can I get a background on a Jonathan Huckley, 11/17/99? Yeah, he's got an outstanding warrant. Cancel signal 100. We're gonna be under control here. This is a stolen vehicle? Let's go ahead and search the vehicle while we're here, and then we'll process as we can. The hidden packages of white powder, briefcase of white powder, and a bunch of liquid vials. And I got a face full of glass. Hey, let's kind of separate these guys and then Then we can talk to him. Are you over here on the? Go ahead and kneel down for me. Okay, sir. I'm gonna have you kneel down as well. Okay, ma'am. Do you have anything on you that's illegal? Anything that's gonna poke, stick, or harm you in any way? I'm gonna have my deputy here. She's gonna go ahead and pat you down. I guess we found a pistol as we were walking by. Looks like it belonged to the passenger over there. Rachel Garcia. Dispatch requesting background. Rachel Garcia, 9593.
10-4, copy.
Alright, let's go ahead. And she's also got an outstanding warrant. That's phenomenal. Did they say that she had anything on her? Loose change, matches, smartphone. Okay. Alright, Ugly, you're next. Get up for me. Anything illegal on you? Want to hurt me in any way? Anything that's going to piss me off? Let's find out. I'm going to pat you down. Just for my safety. Quarter-gram brown powder, blotter paper, small was a container of clear liquid. This guy also had that pistol beside him. Alvaro Pedrosa. Dispatch, can I get a background on Alvaro Pedrosa, 10/30/1990? Let me know if you need me to spell it. Man, active warrants all around. Man, go ahead and stand up for me. Anything illegal on you? Anything that's going to poke, stick, or harm me in any way? Plead the fifth. Okay. Let's go get one of the female officers over here. Pat her down. Hey, Diana, can you pat her down for me? It looks like these guys were trafficking drugs in the county. One of our officers probably went to make a traffic stop and they ran. Or dispatch, one last check. Kayla Lasane, 123.99. He's also got an outstanding warrant. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and report them for being rude. All right, we'll get this everything cleaned up here. I need to get some arrest reports written. But right now we need to go... Do you guys have a field test kit in the back of your cruiser? Where is your cruiser, by the way? There's my vehicle. Hey, I'm going to... hey, don't go anywhere. I'm going to use your field test kit. Dispatch Lincoln 412. We're also going to do a weapons check.
Lincoln 412.
Hilarious. Stand by for weapons check. So a toy pistol with no safety tip? I'm not gonna run that. That's crazy talk. All right, so this one is coming back as stolen. It's owned by a Mr. Dominic Franzoni. All right, dispatch. Next one's gonna be an MK2. Serial as follows. Mr. Huckley does own that. I'm not sure if he has. Well, technically he wasn't concealing it. It was on the ground. All right, let's do narcotics field test kit. Man, this is going to be a busy night. Look at this. Look at this. All right, heroin. And what we're going to do, everybody, is we're going to charge all of them with the same thing. So I'll run through all of these. We'll find out what they are. I'm making notes in my little notebook here, and we'll get everything added to all of their arrest reports. So heroin and LSD so far. All right, guys. To recap what we had, I ran through all of the tests. We had heroin times 3, LSD times 2, fentanyl times 2, and methamphetamine. So what we're going to do is I'll get the arrest reports written up. We're going to go ahead and transport everyone and get the Weasel News van impounded. So we're going to read people their rights here real fast. Ma'am, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you do not afford one, one will be appointed to you. You understand these rights? We've read them to you today. All right. We'll go through, read everybody their rights, putting them transported, and we will see you guys here in a minute. All right, everyone, we are responding to a murder. This is going to be at the Sawmill, I believe, just right up the road. So we're going to go code 3. Well, maybe code 2, since I believe the officer should already be on scene. But it is about 3/4 of a mile on up the road here. This is going to be one from the new call-out pack, and again, I'm not 100% sure what to expect, but I'm excited to try it out, so we're going to try it out together. Entrance is going to be right up here. I believe this will work. Alright, so I'm not seeing anybody flagging us down yet. Right up here? Can I go up this way? This looks right. Dispatch, show me on scene.
10-4, copy that. 10-23.
Okay, so what do we have here? We have half-naked man. Like maybe a worker. Let's go talk to the officer up here. So we have 3 civs. What that dude's deal is. Eye on something. Looks like we have a dead body. Alright, so press E to speak with Jane. Detective, the corpse is right behind me. Let me give you the details before you start the investigation. Oh. But auto plays or... Okay, so select a topic. Using your keyboard. Who are you? What happened? Tell me about the victim. Tell me about the suspects. I have no more questions. Okay, so a lot of different options that we can take to proceed with our investigation. Let's go with what happened. I guess we could start off with getting the officer's name real quick. I'm Deputy Sheriff Jane Hall from the LSSD. The guy who watches the suspects is Deputy Tim Ross. Mr. Tim Ross at? I passed him up when I came in. Alright, so let's run through it. Tell me what happened. We got a 1054 via dispatch. When we arrived on scene, we found a dead body and the suspects. Okay. I secured the area around the dead body while Deputy Ross kept an eye on the suspects. We waited for a specialist to start the main investigation. I guess I'm the specialist here. You know anything about the victim? We got some information from dispatch based on the driving license we found near the body. The victim is Tailor James. He was a lawyer living in Vinewood Hills. No family. Wow, Vinewood Hills. What's he doing all the way up here? He must have died within the last 3 hours based on the condition of the body. Okay. Tell me about the suspects. We have 3, a woman and 2 men. First, there's Lara Thompson, also living in Vinewood Hills. She was the one who called us. Frank Ramirez, he was working here at the Paleto Sawmill. And our last suspect is Bill, just Bill. Seems to be one of the altruists from a nearby camp. Yeah, weirdo in the underwear. Okay, I guess I have no more questions. Understood. I said I should start investigating the crime scene. Let me know when you found something. All right. I guess let's go take a look at the body. Looks like we have some markers. Give us hints. Anything else around? I'm gonna go first person just to look at the body. Okay. Major, a little bit of blood splatter. Or is that a light? It's hard to tell. Looks like it might be blood splatter there. We're not gonna speak with Jane again. Alright, let's go back to first person. Here's the crime scene. I just want to walk it at first before I look at anything. So, I guess if you... Alright, so, just some sawdust. I don't think this is helpful. So, that's good to know. If you walk into the yellow circle, it immediately starts the investigation of that item. Nothing else over here, so just make our way around. Blood. Here he hit his head. He being pushed? Unless he ran head first, man. That'd be a fast 40-yard dash. Shoe prints. This is where the victim stood with someone for some time. The victim and killer must have known each other. When he said that, so this guy lives in Vinewood Hills, and that chick lives in Vinewood Hills, so there's a possible connection. Take a look at this last piece of evidence here. He died from the wound on the back of his head. But he hit his head, and he died. So did he hit his head forward or the back end of it? You know what I mean? So like, was he struck in the back of the head and then hit this thing on the way down? Was he pushed and hit his head, and that's the way it caused? I don't know if we can determine that, or if we'd have to wait and get like an autopsy report. That'll be interesting to see. All right, so we're going to start getting information from the subjects here. Do I have to hit her? No? Or do I have to? Oh, no. I have to talk to her first. Deputy Hall, I'm done investigating the area. Understood. I suggest you start now with the interrogation of the suspects. Let me know if you need any help. Understood. Alright, we're going to start with Lara. With her. Who are you? What happened? And did you know Mr. James Tailor? Oh, right. I'm James. East. Ma'am, can you give me your full name? I'm Lara Thompson, 35 years old, single. I'm pretty sure you've heard of me. No? Oh, I skipped too fast. That's right. The one and only Lara Thompson, an artist by profession. I guess it will auto proceed there. I'm just going to run through that one more time. I'm Lara Thompson, 35 years old, single. Pretty sure you've heard of me, no? Well, not everyone understands the meaning behind an artful painting. Right, I'm the one, an artist by profession. Interesting. Can you tell me what happened here? Oh, you know, darling, the city was be stressful. I came here to relax, getting some inspiration for my next artwork. Flashlight. While I was jogging through the forest, I noticed this guy was laying on the ground. You were jogging through the forest at about 11 o'clock at night. I tried to help him, but there was nothing I could do, so I called 911 and waited. Did you know Mr. James Tailor at all? Did you know the deceased? Oh, it was James Tailor? Didn't notice that, but at least the expensive suit makes sense now. He once sued me for one of my installation. Installation? Well, sometimes karma can seem to strike late. He was an ass, but that was years ago, and maybe dying is a little too harsh. Now, I'd say it's a little harsh. If there's any other information. So, okay, so she did know him. He had sued her in the past. All right, let's go talk to this guy. Save as much energy as I can for the weirdo. All right, sir, can you tell me your full name? My name's Frank Ramirez. I'm living in Paleto Bay and work here at the sawmill as a foreman. Okay. Can you tell me what happened here, sir? Well, I was working as usual when I heard a woman screaming. I came here and saw the woman try to help the victim, but it was already too late. Did you know the deceased? Unfortunately, yeah, he is, well, he was a lawyer, often sneaking around here to make photos. He was trying to find something to use against us. One of his clients wants the sawmill to be closed down. Unfortunately, be a lot of jobs lost. We told him to stay away, but he wouldn't listen. His client wants this location to build something big up here. Wonder if he knows anything about it, that client. Okay, is there anything else that you can share with us? Well, yes, I think this was in range of one of our security cameras. You may use this as proof of my innocence. There's a security camera. We'll have to definitely take a look at that. All right. Get away. Let's go talk to the... God. Here we go. How you doing, sir? Can you give me your name here for the report? Tell me what you're doing here. Howdy, my name is Bill. My ma used to call me Billy, but now it's just Bill. Okay, just Bill. Can you tell me what happened? You know, I was hungry and hunted down some rabbits, but when there was a hell of a scream, I was running like a cow flies and landed here. Oh, crow flies. I saw the dagnabbit helping, but he already kicked the bucket. What? Did you know that Mr. James Taylor over there? Nah, I didn't. What is this guy's role here? All right. Oh, here's the other deputy. We can talk to him at all. Hey, how you doing? It's good you have arrived. Please meet my partner near the crime scene. I will watch the suspects so they stay here until they finish your investigation. All right, cool. So we would have talked to him first, but that didn't make sense because she was waving us down. All right. So let's see if we need to talk to her. Yeah, let's talk to Jane. Have you finished the interrogations? Yes, I'm done. About the footprints, about security camera. So we'll just run down the list. I'm sure the murder is... Oh, that's interesting. We didn't finish the interrogations, but it would have been nice to talk about the footprints and the... Let me see if I can start this over again. I just assumed we had to that way. You finished the interrogations. Let's talk about the footprints. So you found footprints near the corpse. Do you think they have talked before the murderer slammed his head against the iron railing? They may have known each other when they started a conversation in this place. Have you finished? Let's talk about let's go security cameras. There are a few security cameras on this site, but sadly, this is a big blind spot. Oh, of course. At least we saw Frank working during the period of concern. Seems like he told us the truth. Okay, well, that's good. So you're vouching for him. I mean, at this point, my primary suspect is Jane over there. So I'm sure it should be murderer. I'm gonna say Larry Thompson. Larry the Jogger. Kind of a weird way to end this, though. We just go over and arrest her now. Or is there more conversation? She followed him out of town to get revenge for an old lawsuit. What a crazy woman. Go arrest her immediately. Alright, let's go over here. Hey, ma'am, I need you to place your hands behind your back.
Hold up!
being placed under arrest for the suspicion of murder of Mr. James Taylor. And alcohol in her breath too, so it looks like she followed him up here. And then, you know, in the jogging suit to kind of try to give herself an alibi. I don't know if I can use her as a backup to pat her down. Doesn't look like it. I'm going to go ahead and pat you down in front of this female deputy here. Do you have anything on you that's going to poke, stick, or harm it in any way? Anything illegal? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and search her. Citation ticket, a face mask. Yep, Lara Thompson. See if she has any warrants. Dispatch, can I get a background on a Lara Thompson, 72196? Alright, no active warrants. Okay. Remember, I'm going to place you in the back of the deputy's cruiser over here. I need you to watch your head when you get in. These things sit pretty low to the ground. Alright everyone, so we're going to go ahead and clean up the crime scene. We're going to get rid of these guys. I mean, I guess comedic effort was his role in all of this. Guess we could get IDs and just run them as well. See if there's any more dialogue here. Thank you, Detective. I'm glad this case was solved. Hopefully one day we can work together again. Yeah, definitely. I appreciate you working the crime scene and keeping it secure here until I got on scene. You should drive back to the main road. We will clean up the scene. Oh, awesome. Alrighty. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get cleared out of here. They're going to worry about cleaning up the scene. We'll get them transported. And I'm going to go ahead and get the arrest report written up, and we'll take a look at court cases. All right, let's take a look at the court cases from today. We would have had quite a bit of write-ups. So we're going to, well, let's look at Lara Thompson. That's the first one that we just did, or the second one that we just did, and she was the female that murdered Mr. James Taylor. We got her for capital murder, first-degree murder, and conspiracy to commit murder. The backstory was he was suing her, and she followed him up from Vinewood Hills and staged the murder. And she tried to play it off as she was jogging, and that was creating an alibi. But it's, you know, it was 11:30 at night when we got on scene. She said she was out for a jog. And she had some alcohol on her breath, so it sounded like, or it seemed like maybe that was just a little bit of liquid courage. We're going to take a look and see what the judge gave her. Wow. Life in prison for first-degree murder. She was granted probation for conspiracy to commit murder. So, but actually, it looked like he gave her 55 years for capital. So she got life plus 55. $78,000 fine, which I don't know how she's supposed to pay that back. She's not working. They'll probably just, you know, garnish everything she owns. Okay, so let's look at the next one. These next four were the pursuit that we had caught up with. They were firing at law enforcement. And what I did is I tried to give them all the same charges. So let's look at Jonathan Huckley. You can see, I mean, it scrolls off. You can't even see all the charges. Basically, here's what we did. We got him for attempted murder, aggravated assault, attempted murder on an LEO. We got him for possession of heroin, LSD, meth, and fentanyl. And we, through trafficking, narcotics, intent to distribute, and stolen automobile for the Weasel van. And that's going to be on all of them. So, let's reveal the outcome. This guy, oh my gosh, basically life. He got 126 years and 1 month in prison and a $41,000 fine. That's a long time. I mean, 21 years old. That's, you know, for anybody, you know, 126 years is a life sentence. But maybe good behavior. Get out a little bit early. I don't know. All right, Miss Rachel Garcia, 79 years in prison and 8 months, and then a $50,000 fine. Alvaro Pedrosa, 71 years and 1 month in prison. And then Kayla, she is 22 years old. She's got a 103-year sentence coming down at her, plus 9 months and almost $47,000 fine. What an episode here, guys. Thanks for joining in and hanging out with us for a little bit. I really enjoyed this. I'll have the links for the call-out pack and the vehicle in the description below. Hit that like button and consider subscribing. And then join us over on Discord. Everything that I use is linked over there. Textures, call-outs, sirens, etc. and whatnot. So we will see you guys on the next one. Happy patrolling and stay safe out there.